जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद। जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद। जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद। जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। Reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adilila, chapter 4. The confidential reasons for the Lord's appearance, 132 to 135. Sei premera Shri Radhika Parama Ashraya, Sei premara Ami Hai Kevala Vishaya. Translation. Shri Radhika is the highest abode of that love, and I am its only object. Vishaya Jatiya Sukha Amara Aswada Amahaite Kotiguna Ashrayera Ahlada. I taste the bliss to which the object of love is entitled, but the pleasure of Radha, the abode of that love, is 10 million times greater. Text number 134. Ashraya Jatiya Sukha Paite Mana Dhyaya Yatane Aswadite Nari Ki Kari Upaya. My mind races to taste the pleasure experienced by the abode, but I cannot taste it even by my best efforts. How may I taste it? Now we put that 135. आप लोग बोलिए कबू यदि हे प्रेमारा है ये आश्रया तबे है प्रेम आनंदेरा अनुभवा हया कबू यदि ये प्रेम रहे आश्रया तबे ये प्रेमानंदेरा अनुभव हया कबू यदि ये प्रेमा रहे आश्रया तबे ये प्रेमानंदेरा अनुभव हया कबू यदि ये प्रेमा रहे आश्रया तबे ये प्रेमानंदेरा अनुभव हया. बोलिए. माताजी. Kabu, sometimes. Yadi, if. A, this. Premara, of the love. Haye, I become. Ashraya, the abode. Tabe, then. Hey, this. Premanandera, of the joy of love. Anubhava, experience. Higher there is. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Sri Prabhupada. If sometime I can be the abode of the love, only then may I taste its joy. Purport. Vishaya and Ashraya are two very significant words relating to the reciprocation between Krishna and his devotee. The devotee is called the Ashraya and his beloved Krishna is the Vishaya. Different ingredients are involved in the exchange of love between the Ashraya and Vishaya, which are known as Vibhava, Anubhava, Satvika and Vyabhichari. Vibhava is divided into two categories, Alambana and Uddipana. Alambana may be further divided into Ashraya and Vishaya. In the loving affairs of Radha and Krishna, Radharani is the Ashraya feature and Krishna the Vishaya. The transcendental consciousness of the Lord tells him, I am Krishna and I experience pleasure as the Vishaya. The pleasure enjoyed by Radharani, the Ashraya, is many times greater than the pleasure I feel. Therefore, to feel the pleasure of Ashraya category, Lord Krishna appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalptarubhyascha Krupa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namaha Pankajanabhaya Namaha Pankajamalini Namaha Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangraye Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Sound okay? Piche? Sound okay? So, here in this chapter, the confidential reasons for Lord Chaitanya's appearance is given. So, Lord Shri Krishna is thinking that everybody, that is the mystery. Krishna is the abode of transcendental bliss. He is known as Sachidananda Vigraha. But Krishna observes his devotees are more happier than him. Right? There is a appearance of Vatapatra Sai. Right? Markandeya Rishi had darshan. Vatapatra Sai. So whatever Markandeya Rishi had taken darshan of Vatapatra Sai, he is actually in the waters of inundation. He was floating on a leaf of banyan leaf, and to his amazement, he was sucking his own thumb. So the acharyas, they explain, why is he doing that? Because Krishna is thinking, my devotees, they are always hankering for the nectar of my lotus feet. What kind of nectar is there? He himself wanted to taste. Right? Shriyo nivaso yasyoruhu panapatra mukam drusham bahavo lokapalanam Saranganam Padambujam. This is a verse from first canto. 11th chapter. Dwarka, Krishna visits Dwarka, enters Dwarka in that chapter. So Prabhupada writes, devotees are not interested in anything else. They are only interested in the getting nectar of lotus feet. There is some kind of nectar emanating from the lotus feet of Krishna. And the devotees, they simply want to experience that nectar. Then Prabhupada quoted a verse from Rupa Goswami that, my dear Lord, I don't have any devotion. I cannot perform any austerities and penance. I don't have any good sadhana. But I heard that you are very, very merciful Lord. Please give me a drop of that nectar from your lotus feet. I know that I am not qualified, but that asha is giving me pain. But I thinking that you are very, very merciful. May I get a drop of that nectar? So this is the puzzle, in the transcendental realm. Devotees are more happy than Krishna. Srimati Radharani is more happy than Krishna. So that is why Lord Krishna came to experience that rasa. He wanted to experience what is that? What is that in me that gives so much happiness to Srimati Radharani? Like that. Krishna is so wonderful. Krishna is so great. Krishna himself, Prabhupada writes in 2nd canto, 6th chapter, Krishna himself cannot know the extent of his greatness. Then Prabhupada adds, it doesn't mean that Krishna cannot know. He comes to know that how great he is. Then by the time he comes to know, again his greatness increases. Then again that greatness he understands, and again his greatness increases. It's Prabhupada right, that is that verse is, please read that purport, 2nd canto, 6th chapter. Sa amritasya abhayasya. So he is the master of Amrita, and he is the master of then Mrityum Annam Atogatat. Mahima Esha Tato Brahman Duratyaya Purushasya Duratyaya. That is the verse. You can read 2nd canto, 6th chapter. So in that Prabhupada writes, very nice purport Prabhupada wrote. So in that Prabhupada explains, Mahima Esha Tato Brahman. Krishna himself cannot know his own Mahima. Like that. So that puzzle is there. Like that. That is why when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Sri Ramanand Rai, Vidya Madhye Kon Vidya Bada? Of all education, what is the greatest education? Then Sri Ramananda Rai replied that Krishna Bhakti Ara aur koi nahi. So Krishna Bhakti is the greatest education. Yeah? Then he asked, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, what is Kirti Madhye Kon Kirti Bada? Of all fame, what is the greatest kirti, fame? Then Ramananda Rai replied that to be known as a Krishna Bhakta is the greatest fame. So Srila Prabhupada wrote a very long purport. I will paraphrase a little bit. Prabhupada quoted that everybody wants to be famous in this world. But Prabhupada writes, in Chaitanya Charitamrita purport, Prabhupada writes, we should not try to become famous. The so-called famous in this material world, fame, neither helps in this life nor in the next life. What is the use of getting some sycophant followers and getting some false praise? Right? Somebody comes and praises, oh, Prabhuji, you are a liberated soul. You have come from the spiritual world. Right? Bhakti Vikas Maharaj made a statement. Please don't praise like this because I have not come from the spiritual world. So we are long back we came from the spiritual world, Anadi Bahirmukha. But at least I didn't come to deliver anybody because I myself is bound still. So if it is somebody comes and praises me like that, it is very embarrassing, क्या बोल रहे हैं? Then from one Purana, Prabhupada quoted one verse that Kalau Bhagavatam Nama, Durlabam na labhyate, naiva labhyate, Brahma Rudra Padotkrishtam, Guruna Katitam Mama. In this age of Kali, Kalau Bhagavatam Nama. So, in order to be known as Bhagavata, is very, 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 very difficult to find a Bhagavata in this Kali Yuga. Because even Brahma and Rudra also, Padotkrishtam, they worship the lotus feet of Krishna. Right? And it is very, very difficult to find a Bhagavata. So best in this world, to be known as a Bhagavata is very glorious in this age of Kali. Right? Srila Prabhupada, like that. Then Prabhupada quoted another verse. Janmantara sahasreshu, yasya yat buddhiridrishi, dasoham vasudevasya, sarvan lokan samudharayet. It's a very beautiful verse. He says, after many, many millions of lifetimes, if somebody gets intelligence, somebody becomes intelligent, he understands that dasoham vasudevasya, I am a servant, eternal servant of Vasudeva. I'm an eternal servant of Vasudeva. Such a person can deliver all the three worlds. Right? Srila Prabhupada, teaching all of us right from the day one, you are not a master, you are a servant. Right? You are not a master, you are a servant. What is the qualification of a servant? Bolo, Ishan Gaur Prabhu. Prabhupada writes, 18th chapter, 57, 58 verses. A servant has no independence. And a servant has no rights. Right? Either you should follow the instructions of Bhagavad Gita or bona fide spiritual master. You should not do anything independently. Yeah? I want to do this, I want to do that. I don't want to do this. This is all mental platform. Right? I am not interested. Please give me some other service. Right? This is all mental platform. So, this is servant. Servant means no independence. A sold out animal, Prabhupada says, has no rights. Whatever the master says, we have to do. There is one verse, Brahma Vaivat Purana, I think, Prabhupada quoted. Brahmananam sahasrebhyo satrayaji vishishyate. Satrayaji sahasrebhyo sarva vedanga paraga vishishyate. Or sarva vedanga paraga to koti Vishnu Bhakta Vishishyate. Vaishnavanam Sahasrebhyo Ekanta Eka Vishishyate. Beautiful verse. There are so many Brahmanas, Prabhupada writes, there are Brahmanas and there are Brahmanas who are following regulatory principles. Those Brahmanas who are not following regulatory principles. Well, ISKCON also we have, right? Devotees who are following very strictly and devotees who are not following strictly. Then, so Prabhupada, in Mahabharata it is said, Sudras, Vaishyas, Brahmanas who are breaking regulatory principles, and dogs, they are not allowed near to the Rajasuya sacrifice. No? So Brahmanas who are following regulatory. So out of those Brahmanas, thousands of Brahmanas, Satrayaji, one who performs sacrifices, Satrayaji, he is greater. Out of such thousands of Satrayaji Brahmanas, Sarva Vedanga Paraga, a person who understood Vedas, he is greater. See, there are so many Brahmanas, they chant mantras, right? Sahasra Sirsha Purushaha, Sahasraksha, Sahasrapat. Go and ask them, what is the meaning of this? They can't tell. There are so many mantras are there, right? All these mantras, very rarely, somebody like Markandeya Rishi understood. Bhrugumuni understood. Otherwise, they are very good in memorizing and they chant mantras. If you go and ask him what is the meaning of Sahasra, Sahasraksha, Sahasrapad, they don't understand. You have to. So, Sarva Vedanga Paraga, one who understands the mantras, Vedas, meanings of the mantras, he is greater. Out of such crores of Sarva Vedanga Paraga, one who is worshipping Vishnu is greater. Lord Vishnu. And out of such thousands of Vishnu Bhaktas, one who is worshipping Krishna, Ekanta Bhakta, is greater. Right? He is greater. That is what Krishna is teaching in Bhagavad Gita. Ananyas chintayanto mam yejana paryupasate ananya cheta satatam yomam smarati nityasaha tasyaham sulabhapartha nityayuktasya yoginaha. So such a person who is doing ananya cheta satatam, for such a person I am very easily available. If my mind is diverted to other things, I will not get Krishna. Right? I will not get Krishna. So, it is mentioned that when I'm not casting any aspersions, but people will get upset. But this is a fact. Once Lord Ramchandra appeared in the dream of Bilomangal Thakur. So, Lord Ramchandra told Bilomangal Thakur, hey, Bilomangal, offer obeisance to me. Then Bilomangal Thakur said, my dear Lord, I know that there is no difference between you and Krishna, but my mind is attached to Vamsi Muralidhari. If you give up your Dhanush Band and stop standing straight, if you stand, Vakra, Trivakra, Tribhanga, then I will offer you. That is Ananya Bhakti, that is Ananya Bhakti. Of course, Svecha Charitai, Prabhupada writes in that verse, 4th Canto Bhagavatam. We must actually read up to 9th Canto Bhagavatam again and again, Svecha Charitair. We should read about incarnations of the Lord and their activities, thoroughly. Etaddi aturchittanam matra sparshechaya muhu Bhavasindhu Plavodrashto, Haricharyanu first canto, 6th chapter. So, those who are affected by senses and sense objects contact, they are always eager. Such people, in order to cross over this ocean of material existence, they must hear Haricharyanu Varnanam. Again and again, Harikatha, activities of the Lord Hari, one should hear. Then Prabhupada writes, after reading up to 9th canto, again and again and again, then you will develop Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. Vyavasayatmika Buddhi, Ekeha Kurunandana. Then you will be eligible to understand 10th canto Bhagavatam. Right? Then in 10th canto Bhagavatam also, there are Aishwarya Leelas and then Madhurya Leela. Right? Ekantika Bhakti means worshipping Radha and Krishna alone. Then Prabhupada writes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, 8th chapter, if somebody wants Krishna Prema, 2 things they should avoid. One is worshipping demigods. Another is aspiring to get liberation. Mukti Kama. Prabhuji, I am so fed up of this material life. Samsara Dukkha. I want to get rid of this. You should not keep saying that. We should not be interested in mukti. Right? Mukti. We should aspire for ekantik bhakti. One Acharya commented, if you see Devaki and Vasudeva, they were in open jail. They were living in the house, but house arrest. And then they are having children. Rohini Mata also, sometimes she used to come and go. That's why she was pregnant, later on. Many people I had this question, when they are in jail, how Rohini was pregnant? Then I understood. Anajana hota tha. Later on, when this Narada Muni comes and tells, ऐसा है, ये 6 बच्चों को क्यों छोड़ रहे हो? Anybody, Kamsa was very poor in mathematics, when he was riding the chariot, then he said, Pati pragrinhatamti Kamsa, Abasa Asharira Vak. Right? Asyaste Astamo Garbo, Hantayam Havase Abuddha. He said, oh fool. Immediately, he raised his head because he was thinking, I am the fool. Right? Otherwise, nobody was agitated. Right? Then he is very poor in mathematics. IIT coaching में नहीं गया था वो. Then he said, ऐसा, anybody can be 8th child. Narada Muni, bewildered him. Then he killed all the 6 sons. Otherwise, immediately he didn't kill them. He said, there is no danger from this boy. Take him back. Like that. Then he put them in house arrest. So one Shiva Vaishnavacharya says, because now they are about to get Krishna. In order to get Krishna, you have to perform ekantik bhakti. Ekanta bhakti. That's why there no contact from outside. Only they are alone. And they were chained. Right? They were chained. Then there is one pastime, Bhugarbha Goswami. He was he was always meditating on the Radha Krishna pastimes. Then once one devotee came, he said, you want to come? We are going to Dwarka Dham. You want to come? Then Bhugarbha Goswami said, okay, no problem. I'll see Dwarka Dham and come back. Right? After he came back, when he was trying to meditate on Radha Krishna pastimes, he was unable to perform Radha Krishna pastimes. They are not appearing in the heart. Then what happened? Then he was crying. Then Srimad Radharani came in the dream and asked, why did you go to Dwarka Dham? So इतना सेपरेशन हो गया, फायर आ गया और जलकर राख हो गया था. ऐसा इतना, that is एकांतिक भक्ति. For such ekanta bhaktas, this is possible. Then they can understand all these pastimes, Krishna's, Radha Krishna Leela. That's why Prabhupada writes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, devotees who are still in bodily platform, they should not hear Radha Krishna pastimes. If they hear Radha Krishna pastimes, and they should not dwell on the confidential pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Otherwise, they will think, when they say Srimati Radharani's name, then he will say, oh, that Dobi ka patni yaad aata hai. Prabhupada writes in the Chaitanya Charitamrita purport, like that. So, then we should, Srila Prabhupada and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give this love, this ekantaka bhakti. He came, we should aspire for that. Right? We should aspire for that. We should not fall for any of other things. We should aspire for that. Then, in the Bhakti Rasam Sindhu, it is mentioned that in the beginning we practice Vaidhi Bhakti. Right? Vaidhi Bhakti. So Prabhupada writes, 4th canto, 24th chapter. Snigdha pravriddha ganashyamam sarvasaundarya sangraham charvaita chaturbahu sujata ruchirananam padmakosha palakshasya sundarubru sunasikam sudruvam sukapolasya samakarna vibhushitam priti prahasiti pangam alakai rupashobhitam lasat pankaja kinjalka dukulam rishtakundalam. Prabhupada writes, so Lord Shiva, he is writing about Radha, Krishna Bhagavan, saying, this is Lord Shiva's prayers, Krishna Bhagavan, because Sujata Ruchirananam represents Krishna Bhagavan. And then Priti Prahasite Pangam, Lord Vishnu, Lord Narayana, they are always seeing straightforward loge. Krishna Bhagavan, casting sideline glances. Priti Prahasite Pangam. And then he is always smiling. Right? He is always smiling. So Prabhupada writes in that purport, in Vaidhi Marg, as long as we are in Vaidhi Marg, even though we are supposedly worshipping Radha Krishna, but we are only worshipping Lakshmi Narayana. On Vaidhi platform, path of regulative principles, you cannot worship Radha Krishna. We can only worship Lakshmi Narayana. So even though they are Radha Rasbihari, for Prabhupada they are Radha Rasbihari, but for all of us they are Lakshmi Narayana. So they are taking worship in the form of Lakshmi Narayana. But when we reach the spontaneous devotional level, that time they become Radha Krishna. That is why when, nowadays, Prabhupada, they are always putting pagadi. I have to fight so much. Don't put pagadi. Once, there is one devotee, Dashrath Prabhu, he was giving class. I was there in Vrindavan. He was giving class. He was telling all the devotees, Aindra Prabhu, they were all sitting there in the class. He said, once Prabhupada, after darshan, Prabhupada asked the head pujari something. Then the devotees asked, Prabhupada, what did Prabhupada tell you? Prabhupada was asking, where is Mukut for Krishna? Then Prabhupada said, Krishna likes Mukut, crown. Once Malati Mataji told us, both of us, Sevatul Prabhu and myself, I also got influenced. Then we are putting Chandrika. You know what is Chandrika? Small, so she objected when she came, 2003 or somewhere, that Prabhupada told her, Srimad Radharani is the queen of Vrindavan. she is always wearing crown. Don't put Chandrika. Don't put Chandrika. They are, she is the queen. We should worship them like that. We should worship them opulently. Like that. So, that is why we try to put at least 4 days in a week, mukut and all that. Then we never put Chandrika for Srimati Radharani. Then we should never put also. Other temples also, they should not put Chandrika. Because Prabhupada did not like. Deity worship means following Prabhupada's instructions. Prabhupada said, one principle you break, you deviate, everything will be spoiled. Right? So you worship them in a Vaidhi marg. Then Prabhupada writes in Bhakti-Rasamrita Sindhu that you reach Raganuga Vaidhi Bhakti. What is Raganuga Vaidhi Bhakti? No, Raganuga Vaidhi Bhakti. So we are doing this Vaidhi Bhakti. Raganuga Vaidhi Bhakti means, now, the temple commander has to wake you up for Mangalarti. The temple commander has to push you for attending Bhagavatam class. Temple commander has to push you for attending Guru Puja. We need to be pushed. So Srila Prabhupada writes, in the beginning, by the order of the spiritual master, even though we don't like, we attend Mangalarti, Bhagavatam class, chanting and all that. After some time, you develop attraction for chanting, you develop attraction for attending Mangalarti, you develop attraction for, attending Bhagavatam class. That is Raganuga Vaidhi Bhakti. We should not, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि somebody has to wake you up, You should be eager. I want to go for Mangalarti, Nityam, we like our Brajar Prabhu is there and Mukund Prabhu is there. 40 years you are? 41. He is also 36, 38. Every day, see Mukund Prabhu is a grasta. Every day he comes for Guru Puja, Mangalarti. ऐसा मैं कभी miss हो जाता हूँ, लेकिन I never see him missing. After heart problem, we thought he will not come. He was there. Huh? So, attraction, they have attraction for attending Guru Puja, Bhagavatam class, Darshanarti. Right? They have attraction. Like that. Otherwise, who will tell anybody, senior devotees, if they are not coming? Who will tell them? Like that. So we should have attraction for attending Mangalarti, Bhagavatam class, Guru Puja, Darshanarti. That will take us to Raganuga Bhakti. Right? So it is, this is very important to make a progress gradually. Prabhupada said, don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry to jump the gun. Now, so many years I've been here, so I should start practicing Raganuga Bhakti. So it is very important to understand this. Then Prabhupada writes in the purport that this, in Chaitanya Bhakti-Rasamrita Sindhu, Prabhupada writes that mellow, what is rasa? What is rasa? He explains. So we should be able to exchange rasa with Krishna. What is rasa? Like that Shri Nigama Kalpataro Galitam Phalam, Shri Sukha Mukadamrita Dravya Samitam, Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam, Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha. Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha. What is rasa? It is explained that you fry bundi. Right? You fry bundi. Bundi tastes a little bit, one taste. But when you put bundi in the chasni, sugar syrup, the taste of bundi completely changes. It attains the taste of that sugar syrup. In the same way, when we hear Krishna Katha, we should be able to forget our Swabhava and enjoy the Swabhava of Krishna and the devotees. When we hear Prahlad Maharaj's pastime, we should forget our Swabhava and enjoy the Swabhava of Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj, Radha Krishna pastimes. That is called rasa. Mellow. Prabhupada writes, there is no proper word for translation rasa, but my Guru Maharaj used the word mellow. I will also use the word mellow. Right? So in that mellow, when we experience, then immediately, for that, in order to experience that rasa, in order to experience that rasa, he would, one must hear muhuhu, means again and again, we should hear Krishna Katha. Again and again. Then what happens? We will experience that rasa. That is why Krishna Bhaktas are known as Rasika Bhaktas. Rasika means not Rasika Bhakta, they are known as Rasikas. Rasika means Krishna Bhakta, exchanging mellow with Krishna. There are 5 different rasas are there. Then Prabhupada writes in the purport, Vyabhichari, all that. So, in this state, this Uddipana and Alambana, So, in that state, Krishna's various qualities, his beauty, his apparels, his Venu, all of them, give Uddipana, make them love more and more to Krishna. Especially Venuganam. Venuganam. So, I'll just take 5 minutes. So, Venu means Vaha Iha Vayo Yasmin Sa Venuhu. Anur Yasmin Vaha means Vaikuntha Anandam. Vaha. Iha means Ihaloka Anandam. Anu Asmin. Anu Asmin means it will make the happiness of Vaikuntha Ananda and Ihaloka Ananda into a small atom. Into a small atom. That is Venuganam. Means Venuganam, when the Krishna plays flute, sages they become mudhas. And mudhas become very intelligent. How? So, when Krishna starts playing flute, Sanak Sanadis and all, they were sitting in their loka and they were actually doing mala and chanting mantras and all that. And they forget to roll their beads and they forget their mantras. They become mudhas. And then the mudhas become very intelligent. They develop anurag for Krishna. They develop anurag for Krishna. When Krishna wanted to test his, Venuganam, power of Venuganam, so he was playing Venuganam and he wanted to test how it will work on Yamuna. Then Yamuna, which is flowing very fast, it became stagnant. It became stagnant. So the Kurat Alvar says that we are also like Yamuna Nadi. We have two qualities. One is when for us, what happens? Our desires, they flow like a river. They flow like river. That flow of desires will stop. It will stop. And one more feature we have. Again Krishna played flute. And then Yamuna started flowing. What is the flow? This time the flow is our heart is like a stone. Our heart is like a stone. It starts flowing. It starts flowing. That is the effect of Venuganam. That is why when Lord Brahma, when he was hearing Venuganam sitting in, when Krishna started playing flute, it reached everywhere, all over the universe. It pierced also. Then Lord Brahma, he had 8 years. He was thinking, these 8 years are not sufficient. He wanted to hear more and more. And then Sanak Sanadis, their dhyana got disturbed. Right? And then Lord Shiva started dancing in such ecstasy that his kanta, Nilkanta, became white. Then Parvati Devi thought there is some impostor has come. She threw him out from Kailash. Like that. So then the Lord Balaram, dhoti became white. He wears, neeli color, blue color dhoti, but it became white. Then Yamuna, which is blackish in color, became white. Then the gopis, they thought, Arey, so much dahi. They started churning. That is Krishna's fame, like that. So this it has such an effect that even Lord Shankarshana, Anantasesh, he started shaking his head. He started shaking his head. And it reached the Bali Maharaj's planet also. He was thinking, who is this? Who is this playing like that? Then our, what's his name? Tumbura, Narada Muni's friend. Tumbura, right? Tambura. So he was actually practicing riyaz. Like that. So when Venuganam fell into his ears, then he said, what is the use of this, my learning? I never heard such Madhuraganam. So he threw away his tumbura, it seems. He said, no use learning all these things. Just let me hear. Let me hear this. So then one gopi told Krishna, my dear Krishna, please stop playing flute. He said, Krishna said, what is your problem? Then he said, I have to cook. I have to cook, food. And he said, okay, banao na, mere ko kyun bol rahe ho? Bolte hain, when you play flute, Agni becomes water. And the wood starts, because for this fire, you need dry wood, na? Dry wood, na? Immediately it starts, all this, on that wood, because of your effect of Venuganam, it starts growing again, leaves and everything. So how can I cook? Please don't play flute during lunch time, lunch making time. This is, that is why I'll close by saying this, that Bilvamangal Thakur, he prays that, oh Venuga, then there is one saying that why Krishna accepted one ordinary bamboo stick as his most intimate friend. Yeah? Because the Venu, Prabhupada writes in Bhakti-rasam Sindhu, Vamsi, Murali and Venu. Three kinds of, he plays. So this wood, bamboo stick, it became, made 6 holes, 9 holes in his body. In the same way, the Acharya says, if you have any, so it has lost love for his body and made so many holes in the body, and then no flesh left, in a bamboo. So somebody who becomes indifferent to his bodily needs, who has given up attraction for his body, Krishna will accept. Then only Krishna will accept. Just like he accepted bamboo when he made holes, so many holes, he gave up that bamboo stick, gave up the preeti for his body. Like that. We should give up. That is why Bilvamangal Thakur is praying that, oh Venu, I have one desire. I want to be born as bamboo stick on the bank of Yamuna, with the hope that Krishna will make me, use me as his Venu, Then he said, my dear, then he is praying to Venu. He is praying to Venu. My dear Venu, when Krishna catches you, when Krishna catches you, on one end he keeps it near his lips. On the other end, it is near the ears of Krishna. If Krishna may ask you whether I should accept Bilvamangal Thakur, as Venu, please tell about me. Because you are near to his ears. Like that. So, very wonderful description. Prabhupada, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went Krishnaveni Nadi, that place, he found this book, Krishna Karnamritam. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, he told to Vasudev Datta, for you only I brought 2 books. One is Brahma Samhita, another is, this Nammalvar, I think, or Tirumangayalu. So, Nammalvar, I think, or Tirumanshiyalvar. He prayed that those people who say that if I commit sinful activities, I will go to hell, I laugh at them. Because once I reach Tiruvattur, Adikeshwar temple, as soon as you keep your foot in Tiruvattur, Lord Adikeshwar, he makes plans to take you back to Godhead. As soon as you go to Tiruvattur. So that's where, Lord Chaitanya found Brahma Samhita. Then he found another book, Krishna Karnamritam. He said, there is no book like Sri Krishna Karnamritam. There is no book like Krishna Karnamritam in this world. If anybody who reads this book, they will attain Krishna Prema. Right? So that is why Bilvamangal Thakur is praying that Maninupur Vachalam Vande Tava Charanayor Vibhu Lalitani Yadiyatani Lakshmani Vrajavidishu. So another feature that gives alambana, uddipana to the gopis and the gopas is the sound, Maninupura Vachalam. You know, Krishna is wearing nupur, and then when he's walking, the sound of ankle bells is mesmerizing. So Bilumangal Thakur is saying, when will I hear the ankle bell, sound of the ankle bells, like that. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami writes in the purport that Maninupura Vachalam Vande Tava Charanayor Vibhu. Why is saying Vibhu? Because Krishna came, you know, then his ankle bells are sounding, ting ting, you know, gal 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 gal. Vibhu means, he says, he wanted to take Srimad Radharani alone. Srimad Radharani alone. So he made such a thing that when Krishna is walking, only Srimad Radharani is able to hear the ankle bell sound. Then as soon as Krishna started walking, then Srimad Radharani also walking behind her. Yeah? But Bilumangal Thakur is able to hear the ankle bell sound also. He also. That's why he's saying that I want to hear all the time ankle bell sound of, you know, Krishna. Then Lalitani, Yadiyatani, Lakshmani, Vrajavidishu. Vraja, you know, on the sand of, you know, Vrindavan, you know, when will I, you know, experience the, you know, sight of Krishna's lotus footprints? Like that, you know, he was praying. Like this, all these features, you know, Krishna's bugle, Krishna's Venu, Krishna's dress, Krishna's age, Krishna's pastimes, you know, Tulsi, they all give, you know, remembrance of Krishna and love for Krishna. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu it is written. Like that. All this explained in the second part of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Anybody has any questions?
हरे कृष्णा। प्रभु जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सुंदर क्लास के लिए। प्रभु जी आपने क्लास में एक बात बोले कि राधा कृष्ण की जो गुह्यतम लीला है, जो शारीरिक स्तर पर है वो व्यक्ति नहीं समझ सकता है, लेकिन कृष्णा बुक में राधा कृष्ण की इस गुह्यतम लीला का वर्णन हुआ है, लेकिन हम लोग पब्लिक में तो उसको बिना पात्र बात्र देखे बांटते हैं, तो इसको हम कैसे समझें?
कॉन्फिडेंशियल, प्रभुपाद जी ने बोला कॉन्फिडेंशियल पास टाइम्स, तो कृष्णा बुक में कोई कॉन्फिडेंशियल पास टाइम्स नहीं है ना। एक ही बात है कि कृष्ण भगवान ने वेणु बजाए और सारे गोपियाँ दौड़ के गई, लेकिन क्या नाम है, चंडीदास का पोएम्स में है और जयदेव गोस्वामी अष्टपदी, यू नो, ये बहुत ही कॉन्फिडेंशियल, यू नो, विदग्ध माधवा, ललित माधवा, बहुत सारे यू नो कॉन्फिडेंशियल पास टाइम्स हैं। वो सब है ना, हमको उसके ऊपर मेडिटेट नहीं करना। यू नो, देयर इज अष्टकालीय लीला, और कुछ मूर्ख लोग अष्टकालीय लीला के ऊपर ध्यान करते हैं, वो सब मना है, लेकिन वो तो जनरल डिस्क्रिप्शन है, इतना कॉन्फिडेंशियल नहीं है। और प्रभुपाद जी जैसा महान शुद्ध भक्त एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं, इसलिए कोई वल्गारिटी नहीं है, वो सुन सकते हैं। नहीं, प्रभुपाद जी बोल रहे थे बोलना नहीं चाहिए और यू नो हम ध्यान नहीं करना चाहिए।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। अपना जैसे अभी आपने बोले कृष्ण कर्णामृत पढ़ते हैं तो कृष्ण प्रेम प्राप्त होता है, जो भी पढ़ते हैं वैसे ही लिखा है कृष्ण दास कविराज गोस्वामी चेतन चित्तामृत में, जितने भी पढ़ते हैं उसमें कुछ कुछ ऐसा आता है जिससे जो भी पढ़ेगा उसको कृष्ण प्रेम प्राप्त होगा। तो मैं तो 3 बार पढ़ा
चैतन्य चैतामृता
पूरा सेट।
108 बार पढ़ो। श्रील भक्तिसिद्धांत ठाकुर प्रभुपाद जी दोनों बोले थे 108 बार पढ़ना चाहिए। कृष्णा बुक 108 बार, ध्रुव चरित्र 108 बार, प्रहलाद चरित्र 108 बार, ये सब पढ़ना चाहिए। अच्छा, मुहुरहो रसिक भुवि भावकम पिबत भागवतम रसमालयम। पिबत भागवतम रसमालयम का मतलब आलयम, लयम का मतलब मुक्ति, आलयम का मतलब पंचम पुरुषार्थ, कृष्ण प्रेम। सो भागवतम सुनना ही चाहिए जब तक हमको कृष्ण प्रेम नहीं मिल जाता है। ऐसा नहीं कि 3 बार पढ़ा 10 बार पढ़ा। सो जब तक आपको कृष्ण प्रेम नहीं मिलता है पढ़ते रहने का। समझ में आया? हरे कृष्णा। चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय।